I'm Brian Professor B. Davis here for Niners Radio. We're here on location at the bus stop here in the Marina District, in the Kalahalo District in the northeast part of San Francisco for Niners Radio postgame recap. And the beat goes on for your San Francisco 49ers as they continue their regular mastery domination over their longtime nemesis, the defending Super Bowl champions at SoFi Stadium Sunday afternoon in Inglewood. Niners winning by a score of 31-14. A historical day for Christian McCaffrey as he threw a pass. He rushed for a touchdown and he caught a pass for a touchdown. So we're going to get to the breakdown of what happened in the game. And the highlight first quarter, Matthew Stafford on a 1-yard keeper and a touchdown that gave the Rams a 7-0 lead. And they had 17 plays, 88 yards in a span of 9 minutes and 21 seconds. In the second quarter, Brandon Ayuk caught a 34-yard touchdown pass from Christian McCaffrey. That tied the game at 7-7. Then Cooper Kupp, 16-yard reception from Matthew Stafford. That gave the Rams the lead. They end up getting the lead right there on a 9-play, 75-yard drive within 5 minutes and 35 seconds. Robbie Gould hit a 29-yard field goal to make it with the score right there, and it was and made the score 14-10 going to the intermission. In the third quarter, Christian McCaffrey 9-yard pass to Jimmy Garoppolo. That was an 11-play, 88-yard drive with 6:54-minute drive with 1:51 left to play in the third quarter. Then McCaffrey had a 1-yard touchdown run. That made it, and then it was 24-point lead. 24-14 made it up to 10. Then George Kittle's touchdown pass from Garoppolo. 5 minutes, 73 yards, 3:06-minute drive. That was the clincher. 31-14 was the final. So here we're going to give you the total plays of the game. The Niners 22 first downs to the Rams 16. Niners were 5 out of 9 on third downs. Rams were 8 out of 13. Neither team converted on fourth down. 368 total net yards for the Niners to the Rams, 233. 257 yards passing for the Niners to the Rams, 167. Niners rushed 11 yards rushing to the Rams, 56. 6 plays for the Rams to the Niners, 52. Niners completed 22 out of 26 completion pass attempts. Rams 22 out of 33. 23 rushes for the Niners to the Rams, 21. Niners were penalized only 3 times for 8 yards. Rams were penalized 4 times for 50. Time of possession, 29 minutes and 56 seconds for the Niners to the Rams, 30 minutes and 4 seconds. The final totals, Jimmy Garoppolo, 21 out of 25, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, 18 carries for 94 yards, a touchdown averaging 5.2 yards. 8 catches for 55 yards, averaging 6.9 yards. He also threw a 34-yard touchdown to Brandon Ayuk. So for McCaffrey for the day, 27 touches, 183 yards, 3 touchdowns, average 6.7 yards, 183 all-purpose yards. Brandon Ayuk, 6 catches for 81 yards and a touchdown. George Stone Cold Kittle. Kittle had 3 catches for 39 yards, averaging 13 yards and a touchdown. Ross Dwelling had set up that big play, a catch for 56 yards. Robbie Gould, 1 for 1 field goals, 4 for 4 in extra points. He had a total of 7 points for the day. Mitch Wisnowski, he had punted 3 times, averaged 41 yards per punt. For Matthew Stafford, 22 out of 33 for 187 yards, a touchdown. And then Ronnie Rivers, 8 carries. The Niners held him to only 8 carries for 21 yards, averaging 2.6 yards. And then David Henderson, 4 carries for 16 yards. Cooper Kupp targeted 12 times, 8 catches for 79 yards, a touchdown, averaging 9.9 yards a catch. And then Robinson targeted 7 times. Allen Robinson had 54 yards of reception, averaging 10.8 yards. Tyler Higbee was targeted 6 times, 2 catches for 15 yards, averaging 7.5 yards. So, with the win, the Niners improved their record to 4-4. They're now back at 500. And that was a must-win game for San Francisco as they continue their mastery over the Rams. They have now beaten them 8 straight times. They have now have beaten the Rams down in Los Angeles. They've won 6 of their last 7. There's 6 of their last 7 games down in Southern California, Los Angeles area versus the Rams in their last 7 games. And the Niners have now swept the Niners, beaten them. The Niners have beaten the Rams, swept them 9 different times in the last 15 years, dating back to the 2008 season. So, with that, and then some other notes, Jimmy Garoppolo completed 84% of his passing, the highest in a single game for the 49ers since Steve Young did that back in 1997, 25 years ago. And Christian McCaffrey becomes only the 3rd back to throw for a touchdown pass, to rush for a touchdown pass, and get a touchdown reception in the same game. Only the 3rd time that's happened in the National Football League since 1970. Since the merger. The others who would do it were Hall of Fame greats, the late Walter Payton of the Bears, and LaDainian Tomlinson for the Chargers. So, the Niners now have a bye week. They'll be off next week. They'll enjoy their bye week. With that win, they're now 4-4. Seattle will win it. The Seahawks are winners over the Rams. So, the Niners remain a half game behind the Seahawks for first place in the NFC West. They beat the Giants. Arizona Cardinals lost to the Minnesota Vikings up in Minneapolis in the Twin Cities on Sunday. So look at the NFC West. The Niners are 4-4. They're now 3-0 in the division. So that meant they have just about swept. They're still yet to play the Arizona Cardinals. They've beaten the Rams twice. They've beaten the Seahawks once. They're yet to play the Arizona Cardinals. They will play the Cardinals on Monday Night Football 3 weeks from tomorrow night on November 21st, the week leading up towards Thanksgiving. The Niners won't play the Seahawks until mid-December during the holiday stretch. And they'll also, the Niners' next game after their bye week, they'll begin a stretch where they'll end up playing a slew of home games. They'll play the LA Chargers, a rematch of Super Bowl 29, 2 weeks from tonight on November the 13th. That'll be November the 13th at Levi Stadium. Niners and Chargers for Sunday Night Football on NBC. It will be military salute night at Levi Stadium. And we'll honor all for Veterans Day, all our veterans and military personnel coming out to the stadium. The Niners will be wearing their military camouflage gear to salute for our men and women who who have our freedom. And to purchase tickets for this next game, they'll be, go to Ticketmaster.com, 49ers.com/tickets. And this is going to be a stretch where the Niners will be getting people healthy, and the Niners can make a run of this during the second half of the season to get people back healthy. And they can make a run because the Niners will play the first and what would be 4 of them at least. They will be playing 4 of the next 5 games at Levi Stadium. So this will be a golden opportunity for the 49ers to really fatten up and, to get well and get people back, and they can make a run of this in the second half of the season. So for the latest news of 49ers news and so much more, go to 49ers.com. And a reminder, Ticketmaster.com is your source for 49ers football. Ticketmaster.com is the official ticket source for San Francisco 49ers. And our next 49ers tailgate show at Levi Stadium will be 2 weeks from, in 2 weeks' time. We'll be doing the taping 2 weeks from tonight on November the 13th, following the bye week when the Niners take on the San Diego Chargers. Check your time when we will air that slate. Once again, the final score. Sunday afternoon from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Niners sweep the Rams 31-14. Niners improved to 4-4 while the defending Super Bowl champions are now 3-4. And the Niners are now 3-0 in the NFC West. For now, here at the bus stop in San Francisco, I'm Prime Professor B. Davis for Niners Radio. Niners Radio is an association with the Satellite Digital Media News Network, where every team has a fan and every fan has a voice. The network home of champions. So long, 49ers football, faithful to the Bay.